I know it's been a good while since I was live. It must have been last Sunday I was live, yeah. I think it was last Sunday. So. A while, let's put it that way. Probably, nearly a week, so we'll give or take. But to look, we're back now. A good bit to talk about, women. There's a lot to talk about. I'll get into it now in a while. There's a few things at the top, but we'll take it easy. I have a while tonight, anyway. Most likely be here until 11, and so I'll be here for a good while tonight. Uh, Again, depending on if there's people here, I suppose, tonight. I tip on maybe out if nobody's here, but I wait and see. I have a bit of time to bone tonight, Hello, Kean. How are you? How was your Saturday going? Hope all is going well. It's already February too. Just it's the 4th, isn't it? The 4th. Am I right in saying it's the 4th? It is the 4th. I was going to say the 5th, but it is the 4th. There's a tell it's already the 4th of February, and February's a short month, just to say. So we won't find it now until March. So basically we're flying already through the months already in the year. Good. What about you? I'm very good, very good. There's a few things at the top, but I get to that now in a while. We'll get to that. I talk about no. There's a few things to add to that statement. I suppose if that makes any sense. But that sounds like a politician. A few things to add to the statement. Typical. Hello, Stephen. Good to see you. Where the hell were you? Where the hell was I? I was in Tipperary. I went down to Tipperary. I had enough for cabin, and so going down to Tipperary for the day. I have no way. I explain now in a few minutes. I get you. You kind of understand now in the next. I say it now in a few minutes when a few other people come in. I talk about it. It can make a bit more sense, But yeah, I've just been busy with work basically first of all. Then second of all, a few other things. Were you camping? Where would I be going camping? No, I'm not camping. I'm not much of a camper now. Maybe in Call of Duty, but not a camp. Like going out with a tent and camping out. No, let me see. But anyway, early, we're just a few minutes early because I did say 9 on the community post that we would be live. So we have about 5 or 6 minutes early, so that's good. Because I was planning to go live tomorrow, but I don't know, maybe we still will. But I said just go live tonight. Don't know about Monday now. We have to see. Maybe the next few days. Cold for in the US. Yeah, here it's cold tonight. It's given a frost tonight. It's going to be minus. So you had a blonde girl. Where do you see this blonde girl? What blonde girl? Where? What are you talking about? Blonde girl. You must be. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. You're taking the one post, but yeah, it is going to be cold tonight now. A blonde girl. That's the first time I ever a blonde girl. I seen you with a blonde girl. I don't know what to make of that statement, but anyway. No, this is actually when I'm here. I'm looking here. I have two things to show you. I was putting away the Christmas decorations up in the loft. Nice. It was not really cold. It's getting jumpy, but thank you anyway. But yeah, I was in the loft basically. I put up the Christmas decorations well because I put up a few weeks back. I was just putting up whatever was left. So I found this old thing. I got this in Croke Park. There's a gift shop in Croke Park. And now when I was there in about 2014, 2015. So there you go. And it's in mid condition too for being in the attic. So yeah, and I think I remember I paid nearly €20 for this. Because they are very expensive now. In the thing. So I have that. And this is how it's on mint condition even though it was up for a long time. So yeah, it was about 2014, 2015. So there, yeah. I just thought to show you that because I thought it was quite neat enough. I remember buying it. Hello, Tristan. Hello, Sammy. How are you? How is your night going out? How's your night going? The woman be after you. I didn't have a... But, so yeah, I found another thing was the boat we got in Bundoran in County Donegal. I'm assuming this is back in 2016. I assume, I don't know. But yeah, it's in Bundoran. So it's a tell what these things are. still going. So yeah, and somebody crafted this and all that. So yeah, so there you go. So I found have two ornaments up here. So that's that. Now, is there anything else? Hello, Sean. How are you? I'm just trying to think. Is there anything else I need to? Is there anything else I need to talk about? Like at the moment, I talk in a while. There's a few other things I need to talk about, but it would take a while for me basically to get through it all. How am I? I'm very good, Tristan. Thank you. We're good. Yeah, enjoy your night out anyway. I'm assuming you're on your night out. Where am I again? Oh yeah. No, actually, I don't know where. I don't know. There's something else here. I have some big news. Yeah, I talk about that now in a while. We'll give it a few minutes right before we go on to the big news because it would take a few minutes to explain different things. So just calm the hand for a second. I'm actually going like what am I? Oh yeah, well, what was I going to say? So yeah, I don't know. Does people remember my old television? Yeah, I just switch over for a second. We're switching over for a second. If I could change the bloody camera, that would be nice. So yeah, I robbed. Well, I didn't rob this telly, but my father had this kind of telly in his attic, and he gave it to me. So he remember the other telly he had. So I have this one now. So are you going to the St. Patrick? I don't think I will be going to. No, I might be there like cleaning up afterwards. Like what I mean by that. What day is St. Patrick's Day on? Probably so. A smart TV, exactly. Yeah. So my father had this in the loft. He forgot all about it. So he gave it to me in exchange for the other one. So that's another thing. So yeah, if you see that in the at any point, you understand right there. Friday. It's a Friday, is it? So it probably be you probably might see me afterwards cleaning up. So we might be doing it afterwards, on a Monday or so, on Tuesday. After St. Patrick's Day because it'll be quite a mess now after St. Patrick's Day. But I don't know. I don't think it'll be at the parade now or near it. So I don't think it would be. Is there anything else? Well, nothing really else. If you see me, give me a course, give me a shout. Yeah, if anybody ever sees me on the road or anything like that, give me a shout. Because I wouldn't be looking for for people. I often just come across people who know me randomly. So I always make sure to say hello because to be totally honest, I never be thinking of people who know me. So never be afraid to come over if you do see me. I'm not going to literally just knock you out or anything. Not that bad. Not that bad. But yeah, so there was a funny thing. Where am I? I find it now. We watch the smart television. Wait, I have this funny thing I have to show you. Funny. Give me a second. I'm going to go down these. Oh, if this thing would work. Of course. Let me see. Just give me a second. But anyway, how's everybody? There's 5 people here. Hello, everyone. Again, apologies for not being here the last few days. Just give me a second. There's something I have to show you. I put it up in the community tab. I just thought it was really funny. Just give me a second because these ads on YouTube are going to drive me to Mulholland. And Mulholland's not nice. Right, here we are. So this YouTuber, you probably have seen, if you've seen the community tab, you would know what I'm talking about. So this is a big Scottish YouTuber. I watched him for a long time. Talk about it. Big Mooney. I always watch all his videos. He's very funny and stuff like that. And I've been watching him for years, about 4 or 5 years now at this stage. He's just Hitman and stuff like that. He did Editing War and stuff like that, games. And funny, commentary videos over the games. And all of a sudden you might not have seen it, but this is actually millions to one. You know the way I always say this is millions to one? Well, to be totally honest, this is actually billions to one, millions to one. And you see now in a second, so I just scoot over here now for a second. Scooter Brothers. Ooh, right, we're going to do a switcheroo here. So, I don't know how the thing. If I could get the bloody thing straight again. May you please, Kim? Well, you can, as long as you can hear it, and that's the main thing. Anyway, I'll mute for a second. Can you please, Kim? Right.
A very, very big horse park. French park is where they keep them.
Well, no, it's not this bit, but we'll see.
Those French, might try burning folk at the stake and that. You got to watch out. 4 Mile House. Is it just one house? Possibly. Tobai. That's just kind of half the fun of playing this. It's just looking at town names in different countries and just going, ha ha! Butler's Bridge. What the fuck? Drung. Clones?
The clones. It's the clones. The clones.
What's going on?
So yeah, out of all the fucking towns in the fucking country, and all the places in the fucking country, he's going on about and he's like, what the fuck is... So out of all the places he could have went in County Cavan, right, because this was on the game of GeoGuessr, right, and of all the places, there's Red Hills, there's Killa and stuff like that have absolute more terrible names than this. He had to go to Butler's Bridge, and then he got around about clones. Instead of saying cloners, he was on the clones. And this is actually billions to one. Out of all the towns, well, apart from Drung, which Drung is irrelevant, it's only basically a townland, it's not even a town. Or most. But it's billions to one. He actually came along and said, what the fuck is Butler's Bridge? So this is billions to one, especially because I happened just to watch the video. I didn't know he was going to say that. I wasn't informed until I watched it. I was like, what the fucking name of Jesus Christ have I just after seeing? And I was like, oh, fucking good God. But yeah, so what do we think of that? County Cavan Island. Hello, Shawnee. Sorry, you caught me in the middle of millions to one moment. It's actually billions to one. The Out Butler's Bridges emissions. So, what do we think of that? I don't know that everybody would understand at all what I was just saying. I know his accent probably was a bit hard to hear. So, what do we think of that? Like, out of all the fucking places in the country, and all the places in Cavan, like, you think Butler's Bridge is a bad name. Like, in terms of funniness and stuff like that. Like, look at Kill. Like, literally there's a place in Cavan called Kill. Like, you kill somebody straight up. And you know. So, I don't know what to say about that. It's funny. I found it very funny. I don't know. I think we might be liked a bit. I think I think the stream might be down or something. This is acting a bit weird for me. I can see it acting weird. Maybe it's just my internet. Maybe it's just a connection to it now. It probably will improve now in a second. But yeah, so what do we think of that? But how are you doing, Shawnee? Sorry, I was in the middle of having a meltdown. A meltdown. Clones. I could put on some relaxed music, yeah. I should do that with a nice relaxing teddy. Grand. But what do we think of that, Shawnee? That was literally millions to one. Like, let's be fair, that was actually millions to one. It's actually millions to one. But yeah, I'll go on to the news now in a second, the big news. Fair enough. I don't understand it because it's actually probably going to deafen me. Because actually it's only at 10, and you can fucking hear it in the country. Billions. It's actually billions, it's not even millions. Like, he only talked, like, he literally, out of all the towns, because he had the kind of big map, if you've seen it. He went to put it, but I don't know why he said that was, an insane name. Like, let's be fair. A place literally in Cavan called Kill. And then there's a place called Red Hills in Cavan. Like, what kind of town names them? And then you come along and say Butler's Bridge and things like that. It's like, what the fuck is this? And then he calls clones. Clone is in County Mullen, just above us here. In Butler's Bridge. He calls it clones. The clone's like a clone of a person or something like that. So, we were like, what the fuck? It's actually millions to one. Especially because I didn't expect it. I was just like, when I seen it, I was just like, what the fuck in the name of God did I just hear? Like, it was so... It was just like, wow, So, again, just wanted to share that with people. Because I actually, my mouth dropped. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, well, I talked about it a second, but there's two actually big news. So give me a second. Big news. Everybody's disappeared now. They're probably all gone to watch that clip to see what I'm talking about. If I could find the stuff, I'd be a millionaire. Billions to one. But yeah, so basically, first of all, I got promoted. Not to a big rank or anything like that, not to the chief executive or anything like that. I got promoted to. Basically, I'm still doing the same thing, basically. But I have a bit of administrative work to do, basically. So a bit. So we're basically doing the same thing. But basically, I have a bit in the evenings and stuff like that to do with administration work. So that's why I might not be live as much. Obviously, it's a few bits and bobs I just look at in the evening and do. So basically, it's cleaning up and administrative work. So I could have literally left if I wanted to, and been in an office if I really wanted. I had that option, but I said you'll continue with that. So basically, I have to do nearly 2 jobs, for totally honest, basically. So that's the big news there. I did mention it last week, but I wasn't going to say anything too. It was confirmed, but it is basically confirmed. So, yes, I agree. Let's go, Brandon, I agree. Also, the fucking weather balloon got shot down in the Atlantic Ocean. They took their time, the United States Army, to shoot it down. You know, you think they would shoot it down as soon as it's at the US airspace. But what do I know? Anyway. I just was on. I got promoted and then was like, the fucking should have shot down that fucking weather balloon. You know, it's such a random just change. Also, Sean, do you want to know something? Would you like to know something? Billions to one. I think my everything must be dying today. Oh yeah, well basically it was over the United States. It was over there for a few days, and I think they even knew it was coming towards the United States. And then they were like, "Oh, you know, we'll shoot it down when it's fucking over the whole country, when it's gone, like when it's literally flying off." But yeah, isn't it great? But you think they would have shot it down straight away? I'm not saying about here, but to be totally honest, what would they use to shoot it down here? At this stage, they don't even have an army in this country, so fat chance they could shoot down anything in this country if it came over here. But you know, it took a long time now for them to do anything about it. But basically, you know, you'll be delighted now with this next statement, Sean. There's going to be a nice picture here, probably by next week. That's all I'm going to say. Now, that's all I'm going to say. There's no further comment on it. Possibly. And also, he's going to send a surprise to her, which is, it doesn't sound very good. Yeah. It doesn't sound very good. I can take off this jumper yoke. It's a bit too long. This jumper yoke. Billions to one. Change the jumpers. Build the helicopter. Let me see. Terrible when everybody wanted to know the good news, and then as soon as I said the good news, nobody's here to listen to it. You know, always the way. Where the fuck in the name of Jesus am I trying to go here? So much bloody things happening in the country. Is there anything else? Am I forgetting anything else? It seems like I'm forgetting something, but I can't think of it now that I'm mad. We'll be live. Yeah, I did put it out there now.
Just one house.
One house. One house. So yeah, but anyway, Sean, if you need to go anywhere into the house, for Saturday or anything like that, don't feel that you have to stay just to say. I know, because it'll probably be a slow enough night. Because I say a lot of people out and about in cabin. Well, not cabin, but you know. You know. You know. I don't know what's in my eye, I'm so feeling. Out to the bathroom car. Just over. I will probably just be over now. Maybe some bathroom on the field tonight. I say probably by 10 o'clock a lot of people be in. Because I do have a good few hours tonight. The last few days, as I said, because I'm administrative role now, along with doing only work. I have a few extra things basically to do in the evenings. That's basically why I haven't been live the last few days. Because I have a few extra things to do now in the evenings. And it's just basically documents and stuff. Look through it and sign different things and look at different things. It's just basically that. It's not much now, it's not that much. But it does take about an hour now to do. And the do with the white especially, I don't want to do it wrong. So. At 10 PM, Jesus, the party be well started before then, Sean. Jesus Christ. Well, it is a bike holiday too, I suppose. Yeah, especially with the bike holiday weekend, a lot of people be going out Saturday. I forgot about the bike holiday. So yeah, everybody be going in their droves to the pubs. In their droves. Also, I just noticed something too. Like my videos on BitChute, just to say, are getting more reach than they are on YouTube for some reason now, because I think I'm in shadow banned and God only knows what on YouTube. But yeah, so yeah, it's not. Excuse me, the pubs are quiet down here. I went past the pub down here in Butters Bridge, and sure, look, there's about 100 people there. There's live music and stuff all the night down there. Sure. Yeah, excuse me, come again. And then I was in Beltoba there. I was walking there Wednesday and Thursday, and so the pubs are crowded. Don't know why. There must have been something on Beltoba. But they were crowded enough, I know. So, come again, Sean? Because it seems like a lot of people go down there to be doing it. Fucking cabin people. Mean cabin. You're turned into a mean person now, Sean. Cabin people. You were talking with the cabin people. Oh, I know it can be expensive without taking the piss around that for a second. I know it can be expensive now. It can be hefty enough, I suppose. But right. Especially if it's alright if you're buying one, but if you're buying over one or something, if you're buying it from friends or whatever, it can be a very expensive affair. Let's put that. We put it that way. Down in Conway's bar, and it's 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4. Oh, the soft drink's gone up, but it usually bars now. Like I remember when we went up to Dublin. You wouldn't really get soft drinks, it was either just water or that was about it. like in some of the bars in Dublin, like they didn't even have Lucozade, and they had Fanta, but they didn't have Club Orange or anything. That's all they would have, Fanta. But I suppose it depends on the pub. Like a lot of the pubs in Dublin was the case when we were up one time this day. But probably different a little bit. I suppose it just depends on the pub. Oh, the boys in blue, the boys in blue. That's a great old job, you, the boys in blue. The boys in blue. Oh, I could understand Tepperbow and stuff like that. I think it's €10 for a pint in Tepperbow or something like that, somebody said. €12 or something. Like, it probably is well expensive, because let's be fair, tourists, they can rob the tourists, you know. Oh, by the hour, yeah, but see, that just goes to tell you how often I'm out and doing stuff. I wouldn't actually know, because I'm actually never in the pubs, to be totally honest. So I wouldn't know, but I say they're cheap enough, no, to be totally honest. But I actually wouldn't know, Sean, to be totally honest. I presume they're not, they'd be probably nearly the same as. They'd be the same as probably nearly Dublin, to be totally honest. Like, I wouldn't, to say I wouldn't know, because I wouldn't be in the pubs, you know. And I never drank, so. I was so bold at the pledge tonight, I kind of don't want to give it up now. So, you know, there's never much reason for me to go into the pubs, I suppose. I wouldn't know, like, my moderators at the moment, they're out for a drink, so. They're out and about in Cavan. Hello, Fiona, how are you? You don't drink. You just kind of go from the banter, I suppose. Is there live music in the area tonight, Sean? Because there's live music down here at the moment. In Bullersbridge. There's a band playing. There's a band and the band and the band and the beanie beanie bean. The sober friend is always handy, and indeed. Indeed. Use control. Well, Alan has the Eurovision song. Which same players know what we got. So I'm just waiting for some of the stuff on the Twitter. But yeah, that's about it. I don't think there's anything else to say. Just trying to think if there's anything else I need to talk about. Oh yeah, you can get very, some people can get very aggressive over the dog, yeah. Especially have a good feeling. Generally men too can get very aggressive. More women can handle a bit more than men. But again, I wouldn't know. I just know from seeing people drunk. Don't drink but mean. It feels mean. You wouldn't spend the money. I'm only joking. Capping people. Everybody's turned into a mean capping person. Feels mean. Where's that bloody video I was said? Yeah, sorry. Give me a second. Where is that video I was said about a month ago? About a month ago. I'll try and find it now. United States Marines. The U.S. Army. Oh, to fight for Gulsam. He lead us on the glory, ho, he lead us on the glory, ho, the sailor straps and stars. My son got into battle, he was
Peel oranges in their pocket. They've, what was it? Short arms, long pockets.
No, here you're
They eat their dinner. They eat their
awful flagging here.
They eat
They're
their
not
dinner
that
out.
bad.
They eat
I
their
never
dinner out of
smoked
drawers. So in case anyone comes into the house, they push the drawer in so no one will ask them for any bit of food. So
That's awful,
I'm really
Alan.
joking.
That's awful.
It's actually a lovely county. I've been there
It
many
is.
times.
It's fat.
Yeah, the Cavan, Maine. They peel oranges in their pocket. They've, what was it? Short arms, long pockets.
No, here you're
They eat their dinner. They eat their
awful flagging here.
They eat
They're
their
not
dinner
that
out.
bad.
They eat their dinner out of drawers. So in case anyone comes into the house, they push the drawer in so no one will ask them for any bit of food. So
That's awful,
I'm really
Alan.
joking.
That's
It's lovely.
awful.
It's actually lovely.
Dogs bees. Even Kildare City cameras. Yeah, but Dublin City said to know you're just looking for trouble if you go, and Dublin City said they're looking for drink. Yeah. Aye, with the local bar and through the local pub in your local village or your local town would be better off than going into fucking big areas, you know, because you never know who'll be around it. But generally, if you watch Crime Car, I usually watch Crime Car, just to see what's the story in the country. And you notice there's a lot of people being knocked, like one punch, basically. It's some people with the drug, they hit somebody, they knock them out and things. That happens all the time in Dublin City, had them. People are just too stoned, they just hit somebody. And, well, there used to be a saying for that. When they just hit and then run away, what they call it. I think it used to be always said it. Always said it. I could probably charge this when I'm sitting here looking at the wall. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Hey, we're not even them alone. There'll be other people out Yeah, you know yourself, the little people out and about. Hello, Henry. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're keeping well. Sober 5 months myself. Oh, you have to drink 5 months. Fair play to you. Again, you feel it too in your pocket wise too, in terms of money. Like you think about if you went to the pub, say beforehand, say 3 or 4 times a month, right? Like let's say that you went every Saturday or something like that. You really would find it in your back pocket. You know, you find that you have more money in your back pocket basically if you put all that money away. You could nearly go on a small holiday. You know, off to the island of Man or something like that, to the Channel Islands or something like that. Because let's be fair, it would be a good few Bobby would save up in a year. You know, instead of going to the pub every say you went let's say you went 4 times a month. It'd be a good few Bobby save up, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. It wouldn't be that the biggest amount, but it would still be a good few Bob if you put it aside. There is some crack here now in April, just coming to take it. We have to go wild now in April. We have to do whatever we can in April. Oh, of course, that's the worst thing about it. Smoking and drinking is, it's very hard to give up. Yeah, and fair play to you. It is very hard to give up, and it's good to keep going because again, a lot of people, unfortunately, that they can't live without it, basically, which is the sad reality. But it's always good to give it up. I'm sure you would agree. It's alright having the drink now and again, but I'm sure you would agree. You're not going every week and having a few drinks. It does add up. It's alright having the drink now on St. Patrick's Day, and then maybe having 2 or 3, and then but that's okay every once in a while. But it's not good to be drinking all the time too. Yeah, it's cold now. It's nippy now. I seen the kites go past a few minutes ago. They're quitting the walls. People used to meet in the pub, yeah, that was back years ago. But see, that's all changed now with social media and, yeah, you know yourself. People meet in social media more now than they meet in the pubs and bars and stuff like that. And I suppose it's a lot more dangerous. Years ago it was a lot more respectable. They wouldn't, nowadays if you went into a pub and stuff like that, you could come across the wrong crowd and they would rob you and probably kick the shit out of you or whatever. That could happen, unfortunately. Years ago people were a bit more decent. Nowadays they rob you. They would literally rob you. But because it's dangerous enough going out to a night. Again, it's always you could be fine, but again, it's about bubbling into the wrong crowd. Especially with all the drugs and stuff going around too, you never know what somebody's on. Or even again, this always happens nowadays. People are spiking other people's drinks. It's happening literally every day of the week. So that's the big thing there. Like it happens in Cavan all the time. Also, I meant to talk about this. Yeah, I got a taxi home there Friday. I was in the town Friday. We got a taxi home. I waited nearly an hour for a taxi there Friday to get home. Because all the taxis, they literally booked to capacity in this county. There's a lack of taxi drivers, which is all over the country. There's a lack of taxi drivers. But like it's insane. So if you even were like, for example, you were coming home with a few friends from the pub and you were drunk, how are you supposed to get home? You're not going to fly home. So that's another thing too. You have to think about how we get home. Like obviously, if you're extremely drunk, you can't just fucking wander home. Because you'll get hit by gunners too. So we're nearly an hour live already. Just looking at the time now, it's 40 minutes as we're live. It's a tell early, like it's a tell where the time goes. Like it's unbelievable. And again, as I said, it's already the 4th of February. Tomorrow's the 5th. So, you know, and February's a short month, so, you know, you won't find it till next month. So, the time's flying. Time's literally going about 90. No, it's 19. So yeah, what do we take of that now? So yeah, already. We're going mighty. Is there anything I have to show? Or is there anything I need to talk about? There's a lot I need to talk about. I don't know, yeah, probably people don't like this game. It was again the first thing I seen, so didn't know. What was that? Oh, I'm missing half the fucking messages. Jesus, it didn't pop up there. I knew someday that fucked me over. The messages not popping up and stuff. So the spy balloon will ported over. Oh, jeez, everybody calm down for a second. There's too many messages. Seen it for the first time. Oh, Jesus, yeah, Jesus is flying past by as we speak, Sean. How does the Finnish government, don't you know? They left over Christmas, yeah. Well, apparently, actually, coming to speak of it, apparently on Garda Síochána has a plane now, I was told. So they have a helicopter now, they have a plane. Don't know where. I think they got it off one of the Quinma gangs or something like that. They got a plane. So apparently on Garda Síochána are using the plane now as a recon plane. So, you know, a Call of Duty cruise strike, basically. So. Aye, that's exactly what. Would I have drug 4 times a week up until 7 years ago? Found out it was massive. Yeah, it does. I remember I had an uncle that his liver was all fucked up basically from drinking. But he drank. He was an alcoholic. He was actually an alcoholic. So, you know, he drank too far too much. He had to get what they call them. Was it a bag or something? He had to get a bag or something. That was for a bag. Yeah, he had to get a bag because his liver was that fucked or something was wrong with his bowels because he drank so much. From very little with the grace of God. Yeah, God, that's good to hear, Henry. That's good to hear. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. Again, as I say, you save up. You probably find that you have a lot more money to spend on stuff to treat yourself to different things. Yeah. Plane says 99, but they did not have a new one. Somebody told me they had a new one apparently so. I knew they had to get out a helicopter. I didn't know they had a plane now. So the spine on us. Oh wow. Hello Assassin, hello Rose, how are you? Good to see you. So hope you're keeping well. The next day, yeah, well, apparently I remember people, yeah, nobody gets out of bed now. That high to go out drinking. They're kind of immobile for the rest of the week. Like usually what we used to say too, and it still is the same. Like if you didn't come into work on a Monday, you were hangover from the weekend or you're hangover from Sunday. That's usually the old way it was said. So if you didn't come in Monday morning, you had a hangover. You know, that was the old way. Oh, they're bringing a new one. I didn't know. Again, I don't know who told me that, but somebody told me they had a new plane. Didn't know about a new helicopter. Jeez, you must be wearing one on Garda Síochána, Sean. You must be in with the first office, the Garda first office. I got Sean Quinn's man's book. Yes, I'm looking forward to reading it. He's Quinn's a cabman, exactly. To patrol with us, of course, all the fucking the fucking jumper, Landrin and all that's going on. Oh Jesus! Even fucking Head of Humphreys is like, we have to stop this crack. Head of Humphreys is bringing it to doll hair on, and she's like, stop this. Let's carry on. I hear the British Army are going to mobilise now and put the army along the border to stop this smuggling. Airplanes, see what people watch in the sky. Keep it close. Exactly. But I don't see why they need airplanes and stuff. I can understand a helicopter if they were in a chase or something like that, but I don't know why they need a plane. I can understand the army, the air corps happened, I don't know why I'm actually calling these planes now. But can't wait to see them. Yeah. No bother had that. It's good to see you. I hope you're well. Fake news coming up in online feeds. Where they are. Well, generally the mainstream media. It's the same with YouTube and everything. The mainstream media always put on top. They're always prioritized. Whatever they post is, always going to be seen first. Basically, that's the way the algorithm works. Basically, maybe on Twitter, maybe it's different now. But on Facebook and stuff like that, it's always the mainstream media that comes up first. And the same on YouTube. Like if you look up something, it's always an OT report or a CNN for maybe Fox News. Boom! They knocked it out of the sky. Yeah. It was about time, like, let's be fair. If someone, if I was the president of a country and something came into our airspace, it violated our airspace, I'd do the take it down straight away, or we shoot it out of the sky and blow it into a million bits. Because obviously you're violating international law, and you're violating, you're violating the country's border. Basically, as your airspace too is like a border, but obviously the United States at this stage hasn't got a ground border. Like if you look at Mexico at the moment and the United States Mexican border, what border? There's no such thing as it anymore. But so but you think Biden would have been like straight away send up fighter jets, blow it out of the sky? It kind of makes the United States look very weak. Because they probably should have shot it down way in, because obviously apparently Joe Biden knew about it weeks beforehand, because obviously they come from China. That's over the Pacific Ocean, over Hawaii, probably over Alaska and stuff like that. So they had plenty of time to send up jets to blow it out of the sky. Or to go to the Chinese government like, if you don't take it down, we're going to make it down. We're going to blow it out of the sky and you won't have it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, anybody would blow it. Like, even if it was there for 5 seconds at the United States territory. The United States government should have been like to the Chinese government, either you get rid of it or we get rid of it for you. It took them a long time. I can understand maybe, take for example, it's going over Los Angeles and they were afraid to shoot it down over a major city. But like, let's be fair, I'm sure when it was going across America, right, and so over military bases and nuclear facilities in the United States, obviously national security straight away, in the deserts and stuff like that, well through deserts and stuff like that, and in some parts of America that were basically low population, so they used the excuse we can't risk civilian casualties and stuff like that from fallen debris. So obviously it would have passed on very unpopulated areas, a field or something like that. They could have shot it down if they really wanted to. But again, as I say, if that happened in Ireland, what army could you call to blow it out of the sky? Like, let's be fair, there's nothing. Dowd's army, you call up Dowd's army or something like that. Like, I don't think the Irish army could shoot it down if they wanted to. Because let's be fair, they don't even have a fighter jet in this country. And they have no anti-air guns or anything like that. They have probably Stingers, maybe a few javelins, probably. So I'll probably be the Royal Air Force. I'll probably shoot it. But I bet you any money now. If that was in the United Kingdom, I presume they would have probably shot it down. To be totally honest, I said they would have, because the Royal Air Force has fighter jets always on standby to intercept stuff. So I say they probably would have shot it down straight away if it went over the United Kingdom. To be totally, if it was Australia now, it'd be long gone. Over Alaska, yeah, that's what I heard. Over Canada, well, I suppose Canada would. But obviously, United States of America, they wouldn't be too friendly. I'm surprised even an only American citizen didn't go up to the rooftop or something like that with a sniper, because in America they have fucking machine guns, literally. I'm surprised they didn't shoot at no only citizens, I'm very surprised at that, but I didn't know about Canada, but I probably just went over a small bit. If it went from Alaska, a small bit of British Columbia, probably a small bit of that area. Obviously, Justin Trudeau wouldn't want that. He would want to upset the Chinese. Good God, Xi Jinping. Oh God, Justin Trudeau wouldn't want that. God no, Justin Trudeau. He's good friends with Xi Jinping. Even though Xi Jinping made muck of him last time they met. He made muck of Justin Trudeau. Xi Jinping laughs at Justin Trudeau. So basically, he does whatever China says. Xi Jinping. But yeah, I wonder, does it have anything to do with Hunter Biden and his friends in China? that they didn't shoot it down straight away. Maybe a few briefcases on the side for Hunter Biden, maybe, or something like that. You'd be taking it because there obviously is something behind it. Because obviously the United States probably would have shot it down straight away because there's obviously something that stopped them from the very top to stop them from shooting it down. Because again, we're talking about a country that has unlimited capacity to shoot down anything they want in any place, in any part of the world, if they really wanted to. Oh yeah, well it's close, but there's nothing basically on that part of Russia. Like it's just Siberia, and there's nothing there in Siberia. It's just wastelands. So there's basically nothing on that side of Russia. Like it's that's only a map of Europe. But on the other side, like what's near Alaska, it's just basically wasteland of Russia. Nobody lives there anyway. Like Alaska used to be owned by the Russian Empire, and the Russians sold it to the United States for 10 million or something back in the day. Because we sent there 51. But it was not shot down over the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know. I've seen they say it was shot down over North Carolina or something like that. In the Atlantic Ocean. This is only have to happen now in the last hour or two. No, last hour, sorry. But obviously they should have probably shot it down before it even went anywhere near the United States, obviously. Like even Alaska, they probably should have shot it down a long time ago. But obviously Canada, as I say, Justin Trudeau wouldn't want to upset China. But as I say, if that was over Australia or even the United Kingdom or so, they would have shot it down long ago. Particularly Australia now, I think they would have probably shot it down long time ago. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they probably, even when I went into Alaska and aerospace, it's still United States airspace. So, they probably should have shot it down long ago. I don't know. Hello, I can never say your name. My apologies, but I hope you're keeping well. But yeah, it was just probably spy taking pictures and stuff way laying it back to China. Didn't probably have any weapons or anything. But obviously her cameras probably take in pictures and infrared cameras and all that. Brooks, they've come with a Christian Orthodox faith. I understand what you're saying. But yeah, but it took them a while to shoot it. That's it. Yeah. But suppose if that was the Irish couple now, we'd be still flying over the country. Excuse me. I think you do nothing. Like, let's be fair, what do they have to shoot it down? That's what you need to ask yourself. Because at this stage, we don't even have an army. They've literally nothing. What would they use to shoot it down? They have no fighter jets or anything. They have nothing to shoot at. They have nothing to shoot it down. So, probably maybe they'll go to the Royal Air Force and be like, can you blow it out of the sky for us? Because that's the only thing they could do. Because basically the Royal Air Force, basically you can oversee an Irish aerospace. That's the only, because there's no capacity to send up jets or anything to intercept anything. It's the same when Russian bombers came over Ireland and England. The OAF were tailing them. So, because Ireland has no fighters, literally whatsoever. Not even one. So, they have no capacity to shoot them. Hello everyone, sorry, I only seen the 7 people here, I wasn't looking up, sorry, apologies, too busy talking. I'm going to run probably down a second, drink, not drink, but the drink, something to drink, not alcohol or anything like that. Yeah, but I am surprised now that the American citizen, the average Joe in America didn't go up with the assault rifle and blow it out of the sky, Or the American citizen, because, America, I'm gonna run down and I'll go and get a drink. Go and get myself a Lucozade. So give me a second. Back in 2 seconds. Also, good news, Police Simulator. Do you remember the Police Simulator game we were playing? That's going to get updated sometime this week coming. So, we'll be playing that probably next week for a bit. Give me a second now. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Aye, because people took videos of it. I seen the. That's how I seen it. I seen videos on Twitter. Yeah, but I know. But the United States, they knew about the United States military, the Air Force, knew way in advance. They knew it was coming from China. They knew when it was in the Pacific Ocean, when it was around Japan, when it went out from Japan. So they knew weeks in advance that it was coming over. Like that's what Biden knew about this. He knew it weeks. Because obviously the United States of America, they have, Ireland is only getting radar now, military radar, to monitor its airspace. The United States of America has the most high-tech radar imaginable. They can detect anything in any part of probably any part of the Pacific or anywhere. Again, there's no money spared on military technology in the United States, so they probably wouldn't even notice. They probably would have noticed it when it took off in China, because, again, you look at the United States military budget. That basically tells you all you need to know, because they have way. We talk with the Irish Defence Forces. They nearly would know what you had for breakfast because they have that much funding for different weapons and for different technology. It's insane. And satellites and all that. So they would have well known in advance that it was coming. So, they didn't say it, but they knew, Biden obviously knew, because obviously he would have been told. But, But again, it's all, I think it has to do with Hunter, a good friend Hunter Biden. A few envelopes and a few suitcases turned up at Hunter Biden's residence, apparently. So, but we're not supposed to talk about that, unfortunately. My throat was getting a bit dry. Ooh, what's this? So yeah. So any plans for Monday, anybody? Any fun plans for the bank holiday? We're now alive. I have to soon get a new tablet when I have a chat anyway, because my tablet's battery keeps just going down like a fucking rocket. The rockets. The Rocket Man. Rocket Man. I'll chat before with me. Morning, hello Bitman. Morning, I think you're a bit early for morning, it's only 10. We'll be morning now when it's 6. You can. Bit early yet for morning. But anyway, how are you Bitman? Hope you keep well. I still would probably only stay until 10:30. Yeah, I say 10:30 will be fine enough. I was going to stay until 11, but I go with half. I still have the caution. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. Sean will be off to the pub now in a second. Sean, Matt. He'll be going to the pub. I think, did I say pub or Pope? I think I actually said Pope. Did I say Pope? He'll be off to the Pope. He's going to become a holy Joe. He's off to the Pope. He's off to see the Pope. I think I actually said Pope instead of pub. Did I? I could have swore I said that by mistake. Pope. Why was it? I think I actually did. I had to rewind that recording. You know, yeah, because I can't remember did I say pub or what. Do I live in direct vision? No, not to my knowledge. Finnish refugee. What? Well, good. I don't know about that now. I was going to say, I had a bad nosebleed earlier on, I don't know why. But it just randomly poured out blood out of my nose. I think it was something probably stuck in my nose or something like that. So, it's funny now. The hoodie gave it away. Did it. Wow. I actually forgot I was even wearing this for a second, so. The jig's up. To be. I don't know, did you want me to change this music? Any plans for the mother? Well, I got promoted. I think I said that a while. Are you vaping? Do I look like I vape? No, but I got promoted. I have to do a bit of administrative work. Well, Sean's off for tonight. Good night, Sean. Enjoy your night out. Be safe out there. Enjoy. Commissioner. Yeah, so I got promoted. So yeah, that's not really any plans. Enjoy the Vatican. I'm not going to. So upwards and onwards, exactly. Well, it's not much of a promotion, but it's a bit of administrative work. I'd basically be doing the same thing, but I'd be doing a bit of administrative work at the same time. If that makes any sense. So basically doing about 2 jobs. Basically, that's to put it straight. So, but anyway, happy enough with it. It's a bit of extra work, as I say, but. Yeah, in terms of documents and stuff like that, but it's nothing too serious. No. Not yet, no, but I could be promoting more. So who knows? We have to wait and see. I'm not going to say anything yet, but you know, it might lead to more stuff, basically. So we see. Oh no, it's only about €100 extra. It's not that much now. Like I was offered to go into an office and get paid more if I wanted to, but I said I do the same thing as I do now, and I do a bit of administrative work. But I won't go full time into administrative work, if that makes any sense. I would have got a lot more if I went into administrative work. I would have been getting about probably 600 or 700 euro a week compared to it's 450 now I get a week. So it was 350 before, it's now 450. So it's about 100 euro extra. So I would have been getting 700 and something if I went to administrative work, but I wouldn't want to sit at the desk. So. Oh, it's not really a new job. It's in the same. We're not moving anywhere, basically. It's basically the evenings I have a bit extra to do, basically. There's a few documents I need to go through. That's about it. There's nothing really else to it. It's not that I'm, changed country. Yeah. Right, take care, Sean. So. But again, I'm happy enough with it. It's going well. So. Do you have your pronouns? No, I don't have your pronouns. But basically, just a few things that it's just basically documents that just needs to be looked through and just to be finalised, and that's basically what I have to do. It's nothing. It could be anything, basically. But as I said, I could have went to only sitting behind the desk 9 to 5, but I didn't want that. Wished. Now you can get married. So get promoted, let's get married. That's a big lap now. That's a big lap now. You're like, right, fair enough. I don't know what to say about that now. I have no comment on that. This battery in my tablet's getting on my wick. Looking at it all the time. It keeps going down exponentially. That's even exponentially. Exponentially, it's a new word in the dictionary. Invented by me. Could be actually even the word exponentially. Where's the dictionary when you want it? Let me see. Just trying to, because there must be, I think I'm forgetting something I need to mention, but I can't remember now. There's definitely something else. But I haven't got I think of it probably soon now, because there was something else at the beginning of the stream I wanted to say, but I can't remember now. But look, it's always the way. East to west, indeed. Wished. Sorry, I'm just looking at something. Hello, Miles, how are you? So I'm just looking at something on the side here on my emails. So give me a second. Just looking at this one on the streets. That's what I'm looking at the moment. Just give me a second. That's fine. Sorry, I was just looking at it. I could see in the side. I can have a little window here so I can see in the side what it is. It is fun. I wish. Anyway, hello, Miles. So hope you're keeping well now. I'm getting dog abuse. This is I don't know what to call it. I'm back again. Me on the wine. Are you on the wine now? Everybody's on the wine. Sean's off for a night out. But anyway, how do you feel, Myers, anyway, about this weather balloon? No, I'm not. Fake news, OT. But yeah, Myers, what do you feel? How do you think about this weather balloon? Did you happen to come across it just randomly? I probably say you didn't come across it. Yeah, but you hardly seen it, did you? You hardly seen it pounding around. So, yeah, well, take care. But I can never pronounce your name. My apologies, but I'm assuming you're off to the pub. So enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it as always, and thank you for your congratulations for my job, and thank you for the best wishes. I seen it in my comment section. I meant to say it too. Thank you for the best wishes last week on my before my job interview. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you so much. I don't know what you're coming across, Adrian. What? Good job. Thank you, man. But you hardly came across then, Miles, did you? You hardly seen it. Did you hear this fucker in the Pentagon? Yeah, some US Air Force. He was like the one journalist, some so-called journalist, right, in the Pentagon was like, does the public not have a right to know where the weather balloon is in the United States? Is the Pentagon going to say where it's going across? And the fucking head fell off the air. Somebody ahead of the Air Force was like, the people can look up and see if the balloon's there. They can look up at the sky themselves. And you're like, damn, bitch. You know, you're getting paid by the taxpayer to defend the United States. And you're saying, look up. You're not going to tell the public where it is to let the public know what's going across here. You're just like, fuck you, look up. And that's it. So, you know, that's basically what he said. And you're just like, and you're some fucking general in the United States Army. And that's what you're coming out with, you know. And that's how concerned the United States Army were. Just look up. That's what they said. But definitely with spy stuff, anyway, Miles. Yeah, I can never pronounce it, bit, so I can never do it, so my apologies. Even if I tried, I think I'll fail. Like, there's some names I just simply cannot say now. Because I have a bit of a stutter. I'm starting to get a bit of a stutter now, every once in a while. So I don't want to be stuttering all the time trying to say things. But basically, that's what I think people might be thinking of over exaggerating what the Pentagon said. But they actually did say that. Like, look it up, they actually did. But not to what I said, the vulgarity that I said. But basically, in terms of what they were trying to say to the American people, say, oh no, I don't give a shit, basically. That's what they were trying to say. I'm going to bed now. No bother. Take care, Stephen. No bother. No bother. Oh, what were you? Oh, I just seen that. What was in the bill? It was just spy stuff. You don't stutter saying that. I don't know how to say that. Oh yeah, well, I just say to people, if people wouldn't hear earlier on, have a look at the community tab when you have a chance. And it's a YouTuber called Big Mooney. Make sure you have, if you have a chance, it's the 24th minute mark or something like that in the video. Make sure to give it a look if you have a chance this evening, and have a look and see what you think. It's up in the community tab, as I said. The funny thing was, I always used to watch these videos and stuff like that, and what happened was unexpected. But, do I like what? Who the fuck are you doing? Andale, who's Andale? What? Are you talking about Justin the Aldona? Is that who you're saying? Aldona, are you talking about Justin the Aldona, the former New Zealand Prime Minister? Yes, well, you could just say Jacinta and they're not. Jacinta Ardern is older than Sana. And obviously she's way down under. And less cooler than let the cat of the bag of egg. No, I think it was just full of cameras and probably spy gear. Probably to take pictures and satellites and stuff like that. I don't think it was full of any toxic chemicals or anything like that. Because they would have released them if it was. Thank you, Stephen. Some would say... I'm not even going to say that, Oh yeah, there's somebody from Buddha's Bridge gone to Australia just randomly, and they were going on the tourist visa. They were going for 6 weeks, and the Australian Border Border Protection, whatever agency, they wanted to know this person's criminal history before they let them into the country, even though they were sovereign citizens and stuff like that. They never caused any trouble here or anything like that for a tourist visa, just to know did they cause any trouble here or did they went anything wrong before they let them into the country. So they were delayed by weeks to visit Australia. So yeah, but it's very strict. What I say, because they literally go and get the criminal record and show it to the Australian authorities before they even got on the plane to go to Australia. That's the worst thing about it. Yeah. So they're very strict now. I wouldn't want to go to Australia. Because they literally want to know what you had for breakfast nearly. Night, Stephen, take care. Just when we were talking about New Zealand. Yeah, just at that dawn, she lost the plot. Like at the beginning, when she first became New Zealand's Prime Minister, she had a bit of credibility, let's be fair. But obviously when COVID came along and stuff like that, she just went pure mad in the head. Like, let's be fair, she went mad. Like, they went mad in New Zealand. Locking people in facility, locking the country down with one COVID case. They locked the whole fucking place down. And threw people into camps, Could you get any more 1930s, like, could you get any more like that? And it was pure madness. Like, if you see the pictures, I retweeted it on Twitter. She changed a lot over the years, so obviously there's something going on. And obviously her wealth. She's got a lot of money out of nowhere, too. It hasn't been talked about, it hasn't been explained. So, what do you mean lies? What are you talking about lies? What lies about what? But no, but at the beginning she was credible, with a young child and things like that. But when COVID came along, she lost all credibility, because she just became a tyrant, basically, to be totally honest. And that's why she didn't want to run again. Because the reason why, because obviously the people were very upset in New Zealand about the way everything, which rightly so, because let's be fair, it was nearly like something out of the 1930s, what was going on in New Zealand during COVID, during the lockdowns and stuff like that. So you can understand why people wouldn't go to vote the Labour Party in the election. So Jacinta Ardern kind of knew it, and she was jumping ship before the ship sank. Like, it was crazy. People, like, I remember her saying, don't talk to your neighbours. If you're going outside, don't talk to your neighbours, or we'll arrest you. That's literally what they said. That's literally what she said. Go to the other side of the street if you see your neighbours. Don't talk to your neighbours. So, it's crazy. Like, that was crazy. Like, don't talk to anybody. Lock yourself in your room and never come out. Like, Jesus, that was good, wasn't it? Have a house address of a person on. If you look at the bios of New Zealand politicians, they have. I never noticed that. I never really look at. I don't follow many New Zealand politicians. I don't follow any at all. Sorry, I don't know any of the New Zealand members of Parliament. I think I followed Jacinta Ardern on Twitter, but that's about it. My fry. We're going to get a fry this time. No, but just the first, when she first became New Zealand's Prime Minister, she had a bit of credibility, but she lost all that credibility during COVID and stuff like that. Like I will say, they did pass the last few months, they passed legislation in New Zealand to stop young people from smoking. And obviously people would say, you know, it's up to young people to decide for themselves. It's not up to the government to say what they can and can't do, you know. But I suppose it is for their own good too, because it can affect people in years to come. But at the end of the day, I do think it should be up to the individual to decide for themselves too. But, you know, I suppose it has to be seen because it's the first country in the world to do such a thing. So we have to wait and see how that flies out. Because, you know, again, as I say, you know, we have to see. But I still think it should be up to the individual, and, you know, I think the government should encourage people not to smoke and stuff like that. But obviously over here they'll never do that because they get huge. Like if you go into the shop now, you buy a packet of cigarettes, you're talking about nearly €15 for one pack of cigarettes or something like that. Like it's insane. And every year it's gone up by 50 cents. So the government, and obviously a lot of that money goes towards the government. So the government don't want to lose a bit of their revenue, you know. Can you see my point? So it's in the interest of the Irish government to keep taking the money off people. Take with both hands. I want loads of money. Oh, I know, they always put the price up by 50 cents nearly every time. But as I said, if some people did, I never smoked them, but as I say, there's loads of young people in my school that always smoke and stuff like that, spend the money. Like if you stop smoking for about 5 months, 6 months, like you think about it, if you buy one pack every week, you're paying about €15 maybe. Let's be generous, right? Just saying about €15, right? We just round it up and say it's about €15. You know, if you put €15 away every week, you know, that you would spend on cigarettes, you would have a good few bob left. You have a good 2,000 maybe. More than that maybe, possibly, it depends. If you bought 2 packets maybe, you know, you could nearly go on a holiday to England for a day or two, for a week or something like that. You know, you can nearly go on holiday. You know, it's crazy. You in Germany? Okay, Germany. Yeah, addicting, yeah, exactly. But as I say, it shouldn't be up to the government basically to stop you. I think you should make your own mistakes and kind of learn from them. But I can understand, you know, the government saying, you know, young people shouldn't be able to do it. Obviously, probably to the 18, you know, they don't have the judgment of it. But I suppose it's hard to kind of know what to do. Yeah, a lot of people, like a lot of nurses actually do smoke. It's actually funny. Yeah. And they be the ones preaching about smoking. Yeah. Isn't that mandatory in some states still to wear masks in Germany? It's not mandatory like in some parts. Like it is in some parts I think in Germany still the case. I think they only lifted them recently, didn't it? In Germany. Wasn't it? Yeah, it was recently. Yeah, it was only recently I think they lifted the restrictions. Yeah, I think it was they lifted them, yeah, so that must have been a few weeks ago. Yeah, I never smoked, so I don't intend to start. I don't intend. Like these e-cigarettes and vapes and stuff like that, I don't think they're any good either. Yeah, probably have changed since January. Depends, yeah. Because I think they lifted them. Yeah, I think back then they were. But I think it's only recently now that have lifted them. Like, I think they were mandatory probably in Germany. I don't really know. He's a good lad, thank you. I don't know much about him, but I heard somebody say something about him. Yeah, you save big money. Yeah, you would definitely, Stephen. If you put again, as to say, the €15 a week you spend on the packet. If you put that away for 5 or 6 months, or even a year, right? You have a good maybe 3,000, maybe 4,000, possibly. Let's be fair. In the region of that, let's be fair. And you could really go on a nice little holiday to France for a week or something like that. Treat yourself, but even buy yourself something nice, you know. Sherlock Holmes, yes, with Peep. With Peep. Weed in the stream, like weed. Are you talking about like weed in the ground? Possibly could do that something. Possibly so. Also, here, I'll show you this. Tell me what these are. What is this? Does anybody know? Like, I know the earphones. Somebody gave them to me as a present. Because they never were using them. Even though I give them the money for it. They give it to me as a present, but I still pay them for it. So, I don't know how to use them. Like, the earphones. I know they were kind of earphones. It's by the face, yeah, Chinese government have spots for me. Like, I know the kind of earphone stuff. I don't know much about them. I know I've seen people with them before. Well, yeah, sometime bit, yeah. But you know, especially during radio. It's my secret phone in Finland. I contact Finland here. The program to your computer, do you? I don't know much about them. Again, they give them to me as a present, but I still give them the money for it, so. Because they bought them, and so basically what happened, they ordered these on Amazon or something like that, or something. And they got 2 pairs for some reason. They ordered 2. And they were like, I don't want the other one. And they said, you know, Adrian, would you want to have them? Because I just came across them in the street. I was like, do you want them? And he was going to give them for nothing, but I said I'd give him money for it. So I forced him to take the money off me. So, yeah, they're wireless. I don't know much about them again. I only got these the other day. Like it was Wednesday this week I only got them. And I said I'd buy them on. They might be Bluetooth. They are Bluetooth. Yeah, it says Bluetooth on it. But I don't know how to use them. I tricked around with the small one, but don't know yet. I should have asked you, man, but he has to save my sack pair. It's a total 2-hour battery, so it's fucking good battery, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know, but if anybody finds a video or something explaining how to do it, you know, it would be appreciated, because I don't know much about it, to be done. I thought it'd be simpler, because I did trick around with it this morning for a while. But, like, they are Bluetooth, in it. And press Bluetooth. Let me see, will that actually work now? No, here, I'll do that later on. I'll do that, I won't do it now. But yeah, thank you, everyone. I just wondered, because there's no point in me buying that from them. Just getting that and knowing what to use them. Even though he was going to give it to them for me for free, but I said I'd pay for it. Yes. Well, I tried that for Bluetooth. I think I actually did. Yeah, I think I did that earlier this morning. I put on Bluetooth and it didn't work. But I tried again. I didn't put it beside my phone. It was on the other side of the room when I had Bluetooth. So I probably could try that later. I tried after I finished the game. What to do with switcheroo? Give me 2 seconds. Are you captain of Calvin Little Department? No, I'm not captain of Calvin Little Department yet. I'm not over the waste management yet. But I'm not that anything to do. That's just kind of what do they call it? Documents and stuff like that. I still have my only job cleaning up and stuff like that. Yeah. Hello, Angus. How you doing? Did I do French? No, I learned a small bit of French in school, but I wouldn't know anything about French. Listen to Mortis. I think we had to put you on a list. That sounds very intimidating. Listen to murder. So you literally listen to people being murdered in the next door house or something like that. Yeah, that's crazy. I am climbing the ladder. I'm only joking. Don't take me serious. Listening to the murders. I know. I'm only joking. I know you're not listening to murders in real life. Well, it's real life, but it's documentary stuff. Doing some tunes here. Yeah, we won't stay for much longer. No, we're not overdo it as well tonight. I might be probably live tomorrow night. It depends. Not for long, probably. Be on for about an hour. Which my shoe? What the hook? I don't know what that means, Bevan. No, not on night stream. I say we'll probably go now in about 5 minutes or 6 minutes time. I don't think we stay any longer tonight. I kind of said what I have to say tonight, and I suppose I talked what I had to talk about. There's not really anything else we need to talk about, I suppose. Oh, it's long enough now. It's not old as long. I felt long it is. But you do get it, if anybody does get a chance, look at the community post that I put up today and go to the 24th minute mark if you have a time later on. 4 minutes. It's a good bit of a laugh now. Good bit of a laugh. Not necessarily. This puppy will fly. Because usually when you go back to work now, if you come back Tuesday, you have flies basically. It's the same as the weekend, just flies. How's the cat? The cat is good. She's actually asleep downstairs because I was down there. When I was down getting me drink, she was there sleeping. Can't remember what was I looking for. It's up and now I can't remember. There was something I meant to look up. Now I can't fucking remember. I had a brain to be dangerous. I said just tidy down, so I don't think I'll be doing anything else. Aye, exactly. The dog won't like it. Our dog won't like it. Well, maybe they might get on. They get used to each other. After time they get used to each other. It might take a week or two, but they get used to it. You know. There's 2 boards. As well, Jesus, it'd be like a zoo now. Two budgies, oh god, 2 budgies. But yeah, I think we call it there, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing really else to talk about. We probably will be back tomorrow for a while, and we won't be long probably tomorrow. But yeah, definitely next week I will be live at some stage. Hello, hello. I can't even. Can't even say that. And I can't pronounce it. My apologies. Hope you hope you're having a good Saturday. What? That what I've got. I don't get you. What have I got? Yeah, YouTube. Take care. Good night, everyone. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be back next week. So I just mid sentence and interrupted myself. Yeah, I have something to show you next week. It's coming next week, so I'll show you then when I get around it. Probably next week. Hopefully be here by. Excuse me, my apologies. What am I trying to say? Hopefully be here Tuesday or Wednesday. So we see. But definitely I'll probably be live tomorrow for an hour now. I didn't really see from there, but definitely next week I'll probably be live Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever it comes, I will let you know. I'm just actually finishing. Yeah, I was just live for a long time. So yeah, I'm just finishing now. So unfortunately, yeah. Because unless he's want me to stay, I can stay if he's really, really want me. It's only 10:30. I know, but I was live it's before 9. Unless he's really want me to stay into 11, it's up to you. But it's entirely up to you. So I don't mind going now. Or if he's want me to stay until 11. Excuse me, my apologies. I have no problem to stay till 11. If he's wish, again, it's up to you. But I can't have nothing really else to talk to. Another round of what? Another round of fights. I have nothing really else to say, to be totally honest. I don't really want to drag it out. It can be different now if I had something to say. Like, probably Wednesday now I have a lot to say. I just woke up. My apologies. Yeah, it's just awful timing. You're probably in another time zone. That's probably it. But yeah, unless you have something to ask me or something, I can't. Obviously, I can't even pronounce them. My apologies. I'm so bad with names all of a sudden. I used to be able to try and pronounce them. Now I literally cannot get the words out to pronounce names. Oh, you're tired? Well, I'm a bit tired. Not as tired as I used to be now. But unless people have questions or to talk about anything, then there's not really anything else you can do. But I think we'll probably chip on now because I don't think there's nothing really else. Like, there's nothing else to talk about. That's the thing. If I had something to talk about, I wouldn't mind staying on. But I kind of said everything I needed to say, so if that makes any sense. But no, I think we leave it. I think that's all we have to say for tonight. But I'll be back tomorrow. And we can chat more tomorrow night. Oh, well, we kind of talk about everything. There's a lot of subjects. Like we talked about the weather balloon. We talked about other stuff. It's kind of a lot. It was a very lot of stuff over the last hour. So yeah, we kind of said about everything. But anyway, here I think I'd leave it there. Again, apologies. Apologies for leaving as well as this time. But we leave it there for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. But anyway, thank you everyone. As always, thank you. And I talk to you tomorrow and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And if I don't get talk to you before tomorrow, enjoy your weekend and enjoy your bike holiday. Thank you.